According to YouTube, I'm live. I'm not going to say much until we get people in there. I'll just kind of sit and eat my cheese bun. Because that's a good cheese bun. Cheese stick. So, guys, if you're in there, pop in and say hi. Don't be shy. We've got a watcher in there already. There's always somebody who's going to pop in and say hi. Had a beautiful day here on the Southern Gulf Islands. Palmy and balmy. I know a lot of you guys are many hours ahead of us here, so our current time here is 5:03 p.m. Pacific time. I'll sit here and eat my cheese bun and drink my mint tea. Come on in, guys. Come on in and say hi. Tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods. If you want to see the retirement gift I got, go to my other YouTube channel. Go to Jungle Joe C, and you can see what I got for a retirement gift. I gave it to Wendy. It ain't going to fit me. I got really big wrists. There's my bracelet. Hey, David. Super hot here. Right on. Not super hot here. I mean, it's just seasonal here. It's, I'll tell you what it is right now. 10.8 degrees Celsius right now. 10.8 degrees Celsius. So, current time is 5:04 p.m. Pacific time. Tuesday evening, November 30th. It's my anniversary today, our wedding anniversary. So for Wendy's and my wedding anniversary, I gave her a nice silver bracelet. The silver bracelet that was gifted to me for my retirement. It came yesterday in the mail, but I actually ordered it for Wendy. I got to pick from a whole bunch of different things that I wanted if I wanted a gift for my retirement. So I picked the silver bracelet with a native carving on it. It's a really nice bracelet. Wendy liked it too. She helped me pick it out. I says, well, it's for you. So I gave it to her for our anniversary and / her birthday's coming up on December 6th too. Because we're not going big for Christmas or anything. We don't really do much for each other's birthdays. So I gave her that silver bracelet and she loves it because it does have native carvings on it. 9 a.m. here. 9 a.m. Wow. 5:05 p.m. Pacific time here on the Southern Gulf Islands. Yeah, you guys are way ahead of us. So 12, just a minute, 12. You guys are 16 hours ahead. 16 hours ahead of us. Wow. That's a big time difference, isn't it? And I know you guys are having summer down there and it's late autumn here. So the shortest day of the year is December 21st, which is the first day of winter here. And you got to remember, we live in Canada. So winter here, sometimes we can get a little bit of snow in this part of Canada, but mostly not. Mostly we get rain on our islands. The rest of Canada gets really cold. Here where we live, not so cold, not so bad. That's why I live here. If I could live in Australia, I would live there too, because Australia is a pretty cool place. And we love the Aussies. Aussies are awesome, right? So, and I partied with a few Aussies when I was in Hawaii, because a lot of Aussies used to go to Hawaii, believe it or not, for vacation. So back in the day, I partied with Aussies. Like my mug. Not pretty cool, eh? The date palm mug. So 9 a.m. where David is in Australia, down under. And you're probably sitting under some coconut palms. Actually, I don't know if there's coconut palms where you are. Depends what part of Australia. If you're up in Cairns, there's coconut palms. If you're down south, probably not coconut palms. But Cairns, there's definitely coconut palms because it is tropical up there. That's where I'd like to be, Cairns. Wouldn't that be awesome? People don't realize how big Australia is. It's just about as big as continental USA. That's how big Australia is. It takes a long way, I think, to fly from one end of the country to the other, from one side to the other. So if you fly from where you are later, buddy, performing a jungle act. Cool. A jungle act. Gotta love jungle acts. Jungle acts are awesome. Well, have fun there, David, and thanks for popping in. And I'll hang out here for a little bit, and then I'll move over to Wendy's YouTube channel and maybe do a short live stream for her on Gulf Island Rock. So if you are on Gulf Island Rock later, check it out. I may be doing a live stream on there for her. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my tea and see who joins me. See who joins in the live stream. I'm just sitting back in this beautiful chair. It's so relaxing. Let me put that down there. As you can see, I'm just kind of reclined back in this nice chair in my man cave. This is my man cave. So shortly I'm going to be heading over to the mainland. Don't know exactly when, but stay tuned for videos and you will see some palmy things that I will shoot videos of. Okay, it's coming up shortly though. Anyway, guys, I'll hang out here and we'll let you say your 2 bits worth before I go. Maybe I'll do a 10-minute live stream, just a short one tonight. Cheers to you. I hope you guys like mint tea. Yeah, lately the live stream's been pretty quiet. There hasn't been a lot of people in there. David is the only one. Everybody else is maybe eating dinner. Maybe they're in bed. Maybe they're out in their garden. Who knows? Who knows what's going on out there in YouTube land, right? So anyway, stop by and say hi, everybody. If you're in there, don't be shy. If you want, we can talk travel. We can talk weather, climate, food, palm trees, exotic gardening. We talk everything here, right? Just to spark up a fun conversation. Yeah. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide your community guideline. Yes, I know all about that. That's just a little thing that came up in the corner there. So anyway, guys, pop in, say hi before I leave because I got about 3.5 minutes left. And then I'm going to pull the plug on this and I'll go over to Gulf Island Rock and maybe do a live stream for Wendy. Since it is our anniversary. It's an anniversary live stream. That's what this is. Yeah. Anniversary live stream. And it looks like our weather forecast is looking pretty good. I don't see any cold weather for us here on the Gulf Islands. So hopefully it'll keep continuing and go right through December. I prefer a mild winter over a cold one any day, but I would rather have clear cold than heavy wet snow. So if it's going to get cold, we'll have the dry cold minus the snow because the snow here is actually very terrible on the Gulf Islands. It's very wet and sticky, and it's like somebody's put heavy glue all over your plants, and it weighs them down and breaks and bends things. Not very good. Not very good at all. Couple more minutes, folks, and I'm going to pull the plug if nobody joins in. That's what I'm going to do. I see 2 watchers in there. Peace. I had a good day on the radio today, too. Talked to a lot of people. Tennessee and North Carolina and Indiana, Maryland, Montreal, Delaware. Where else did I talk? Texas, Louisiana. What got you into palms? What got me into palms? It was a postcard my aunt, Greenland Santiago. That's a cool name. I like that name. So it was a postcard my aunt, my dad's oldest sister, sent us from Hawaii. That would have been about maybe 1970, maybe 71. It was a long time ago. I was just a little kid. I've been into palm trees for a long time. You could say I'm 57 right now. So the the postcard she sent us from Waikiki had lots of palm trees on the front. And I was intrigued by the picture of the palm trees because it's nothing like we have around here. Nothing that I could see when I was a kid. And whenever I asked somebody if they went for travel, I says, was there palm trees there? I'd always ask them that. And so my aunt would always send us pictures of or postcards with pictures of palm trees on them. So I was fascinated with palm trees, probably just because I never did see them growing around here until later in life. I bumped into one growing in Vancouver that was planted in the 1960s. And I said, well, I said to myself, palm trees actually do grow here. Coconut palms don't grow here, but there's certainly other species that grow here. But I was first introduced into exotic plants, I think monkey trees when I was a little kid. I'd drive by these big monkey trees when I was a kid, sitting in the back seat of the car, and I was pointing out the monkey trees. And then there was a grand opening of a mall, Trail Bay Mall, up on the Sunshine Coast. And for the grand opening, that was around 1970. I think that was late 1970. They were giving away free plants free tropical plants as this thank you for the grand opening. And I just remember I was with my dad and my mom plant, and they were 4-inch. They were just little tropical plants. And what I picked out was a Schefflera. I picked out a Schefflera tree in a 4-inch pot, and I had it forever. I had it for, I think, 20 years. So from like 1970 to 1990, and then I moved here. So before I moved here, I gave it away, and I gave it to a sister-in-law. And then they got divorced. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law got divorced. So who knows where that plant is? But it actually grew into a pretty big tree. And when I got it, when I was 6 years old when I got it, over 6.5 years old, it was just this tiny little umbrella tree. And now we actually grow umbrella trees in our garden. We have 2 Schefflera Taiwanese Anna out in our garden here, and they're doing very well here on Salt Spring Island. There's a really nice one over in a local garden, and I know people in Vancouver grow them too. So that's how I got into palm trees from a very young age, and I've been growing them a long time. Discovered an interest in plants I didn't know I had. I live on coast. Oh wow! What part of BC do you live in? Coastal BC. I'm on the Southern Gulf Islands, right? I'm on Salt Spring Island. So, and there's lots of palm trees on the coast of BC. You can see the Beach Avenue in Vancouver. The streets lined with them. If you go out to Tsawwassen, the streets are lined with them. Burnaby, there's streets lined with them. There's so many palm trees. Victoria, there's palm trees everywhere. Victoria, Nanaimo, all the way up the island. I've even seen them as far north as Campbell River, and I know they'll grow more north of Campbell River for sure. Parksville, there's big ones. Comox, there's huge ones, and they're all over Salt Spring Island. And since I moved here, I was growing them here before I moved here, but since I moved here, I planted even more, right? So there's a lot of them here on Salt Spring and the surrounding Southern Gulf Islands. Hello, Camel's in there. Camel's in there. Are you at work right now, or are you at home? The time here is 5:14 p.m. Pacific time here on Salt Spring Island, and current temperature is 10.8 degrees Celsius here in the great wet north. It's actually not raining out. It's clear out tonight, but it's 10.8 degrees Celsius here at this location. And I see there's another atmospheric river weather storm coming in off the Pacific. And I feel sorry for the people that live southeast of Vancouver. They're going to have to be putting up with more flooding. We're fortunate here where we are. We don't have to worry about flooding, but there has been a couple of little road washouts. But as for severe flooding, it does not happen here on Salt Spring Island because we're too high and dry. But in an area southeast of Vancouver, which was once a lake, they drained the lake in 1926, and that's where the fertile farmland is, and every so often it floods. I tore my knee. Oh, that's bad. Tearing a knee ligament is really bad. I did mine twice in martial arts on my left knee. And the last time I did it in December 2012, it put me out of commission. And that's why I can't really do martial arts anymore. It really damaged it badly. So back, it was in the 80s. It was in the 90s, mid 1990s. I tore it, stretched it, whatever. Had to go to emergency. And then I thought it had healed. And apparently it never really did properly heal. And then in 2012, December 2012, I blew it out again. So yeah, that's not good. And occasionally it bothers me. So I tell you what I wear around it. I'll show you. Where are these guys? So I have knee wraps. Here's one of my knee wraps right there. And then this is a really good one too. So you can get these at the drugstore or whatever, sports shops. This one here I used to wear in Taekwondo. So it goes around your knee and your kneecap kind of sticks through that hole there, right? Just like that. So try one of those. It's not horrible, but yeah, you got to be careful with that, and maybe take some, what do they take for that stuff? Not CoQ10, shark cartridge or cartilage. Is it glucosamine? They take something for that. I live in Surrey, never visited much of Vancouver Island outside of the Northern Gulf Island. Didn't see them around there, I guess. Yeah, if you're not into palm trees, you will never notice them. Greenland, that's the way it works. There are people, there's Palm Nation in there. How are you doing? If you know what, if there are people that will walk right past palm trees and they don't even know they're a palm tree. I've had people come back and that have visited South Vancouver on English Bay, and I say, what do you think of all the palm trees? Or I didn't see any palm trees. Meanwhile, there are hundreds of palm trees everywhere. Streets are lined with them. and they don't even see them. They're blind to them. 75, gotta like that. Yeah, we were around 11, I think, today, 11 degrees. So I have 52. This far north. I did end up finding out I have a lesion on my lesion. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully there's nothing to worry about. What is a tibia? I'm not too sure what a tibia is. I guess it's is it a lesion? Is it like a skin lesion? I mean, I've had stuff burnt off me too. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, weather stations are awesome. And they're handy too. I mean, I used to record all the time and I stopped. I gave up on that. I just gave up on it last month. But I do put the rain down. Bone, a bone lesion. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious, Camel. Sending positive thoughts to Camel. Bone lesion. I guess it showed up on an x-ray then, right? Let me put this here. Put that back in here. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for some videos of some really tall old palm trees because shortly I will be heading over to Vancouver and I will be, I'm going to try to get into a garden. Hopefully the guy's home and then we can see what he does to his garden. He's got an amazing palm garden, a huge date palm. He's got Brahia edulis palms that have been there 20 years, big Trachycarpus latisectus. I guess it's about 20 feet tall now, big Butias, Wagnerianus palms. So he is southeast of Vancouver in 8A, 8B. Zone lots of palm trees. He's got a nice sable palmetto in his front yard too. Waggy seeds. Yeah, waggy seeds. Well, I can get waggy seeds, but the problem is they're off of waggy, but there's going to be a lot of hybrids too. There's two waggies. There's a male and a female, but there's also male fortunae. So you're going to get a lot of hybrids. And hopefully I'll get back into that garden to harvest some waggy seeds this year. I'm not harvesting as many seeds this year. If I win the contest, don't send me the... Oh, send you the seeds. Okay. I will. Okay. Nikki Sanders. I visited Nanaimo before I knew I had palm. Wish I could go. Oh, yeah. There's lots of palm trees in Nanaimo. I want Fortunae, Waggies, and hybrids. Yeah. So we can definitely get the Fortunae. And well, the Waggies, if I collect them from a female Waggy, you're definitely going to get some Waggies and you're going to get some hybrids out of that. So it's just hard to tell exactly which each seed is going to make, right? Just because the female Waggy, like I say, is close proximity to very big Trachycarpus fortunae and males. But there's also another male Waggy in the garden farther away. So anyway, hopefully I'll go back into that seaside garden and harvest some Waggy seeds. And from the Waggy anyway, but I'm certainly going to get the Trachycarpus fortunae seeds from the ones that grow along the waterfront in town at the local pub. Yeah, Nikki, there are beautiful palm trees on the Island Highway. There's lots of private gardens in Nanaimo, and there's a bunch of them down along the waterfront, the inner harbor. There's some really big palm trees in Nanaimo. Green, I'd love to stay longer. Unfortunately, I need to get busy again. I stay tuned for upcoming videos. Sounds just okay. Yeah, take care, Greenland, Santiago, and thanks for jumping in there and jump in anytime. And remember, watch my subs when I hit 31K, when I hit 31,000 subscribers. The lucky person who comments first on the first video I upload of that day will get some palm seedlings, bare root palm seedlings. Well, Zach, he thinks he's going to be the first person to comment, which he may be. He wants palm seeds. So, I mean, if you want palm seeds, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because the palm seeds I harvest mid-December. Our pattern is very mild now, 70s. Yeah, that's like here too. No, I don't see any freezing temps. It's seasonal, wet. I do see some sun. It's just seasonal this far north. So, I mean, predictions are for a mild winter here because of La Nina. La Nina, we get a lot of rain, but that makes a lot of snow up on the mountains. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things pan out. Only time will tell. I'll take the rain over the snow any day because I absolutely hate snow. Snow sucks. It really does. I transplanted a couple of three. I transplanted 3 Sable Louisiana today. The video of I took them out of the baggie. All the other ones I took out earlier. And then I planted a bunch of so-called tequil in a little patch alongside one of our driveways. Now, every tequil I have had sent to me as seed seems to be fake tequil. They're not real. The GF showing 20F line, so let's make next day. 20F. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen here because I looked at the long range forecast and I did not see any 20F. So I don't know which one that is. I'm going to look at mine. You got to look at the Southern Gulf Islands. Let's just see. Southern Gulf Islands. And there's another one I look at too. Nope. Don't see any cold weather for us. Don't see any cold. Here's the forecast I'm looking at for the next week. And then I got one. I just looked at the 2-week forecast and I didn't see any cold weather model. Yeah, I'm just looking at the forecast. But you know what? It could happen. Hey, it could happen. Not saying it can happen. I've seen it get down into the 20s in November for sure. Well, actually, it's going to be December, but I've seen it get into the 20s in November. But we're going to be in December now, so freezing overnight temps here in Asheville. Fingers crossed for my two. They'll be fine. Depends how cold it gets, Nikki. I don't think it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? How cold is it going to get when you say freezing? Like just below 32? Let's see what we got here. 14-day. Okay, let's see what the 2-week forecast is here, folks. Hope you can still see 14-day weather. And if it does get cold, it makes for video footage, right? For me, that's the way I look at it, is just video footage. Come on. Where are we here? 14 days. See, full 14 days. Let's see. Nope, don't see any. Nah, it's pretty much seasonal here. Here's our 14-day weather forecast for where we are. And you got to remember, Salt Spring Island's a pretty big island. So it varies all over. So give or take, depends where you are. So there's the 14-day weather forecast for Salt Spring. The only thing I see coming in is more atmospheric river, Pineapple Express and all that stuff. Lots of rain, but don't see any snow for us. Don't see any frost for us. I just don't see any cold anytime soon. So, but if it does come, it comes, and not much I do about it because old man winter, he can pop his head in at any time. What I watch is what's happening in Alaska, in the Gulf of Alaska. If it gets really, really cold next, we're showing 80s here sometime. Cool. That's good. That's nice and toasty. Keep those sable miners happy. They like that weather. Yeah, the needle palms are not doing anything right here. They're kind of just sitting there in the sable miners too. Hey, did they get? You know what? Where I talked yesterday, I talked to Tennessee. I talked to a couple of guys in Tennessee on my two-way radio, and I talked to a guy in Michigan yesterday, and they had snow on the ground in southern Michigan. I saw that Sasha Gucci guy. I think his name's Sasha in Michigan on the Palm Forum in Facebook, and he's definitely got snow at his place. Yeah, Ohio, southern Michigan, they have snow. Probably northern Michigan too. Yeah. That's money. This summer was a little hotter than that, unfortunately. I was so glad when summer was over, I'll tell you. It was too hot. I didn't this summer, I wanted this summer to be over. It just kept going on and on and on. And with those extremely hot temps we had, it was hard on the garden. I don't like it. I rather it just be, 75, like a normal summer, 75 degrees Fahrenheit through the summer. You do get some 80s, but 75 is good for me because it's hard on our plants. And I really worry about the well too. But knock on wood, our well never, ever dried up. And we water a lot. Wendy and I water for hours out there. The well is still going strong. So, yeah, I wonder what it's doing in Brookings, Oregon right now. I wonder if the Great Lakes will freeze. They can. Great Lakes can freeze. I think it takes a little bit longer for the bigger ones to freeze up, the huge ones, but it does happen. They definitely freeze. And then when they freeze, there is no regulating effect of that. So one thing we don't have to worry about is we have the Pacific Ocean around us and it don't freeze, right? I mean, it just only goes down to a certain temperature and it kind of stays there. So that's always our heat bank. Living on an island is sometimes a very good thing in the coldest winters because it never gets as cold out on these islands, right? Vancouver is the same. Vancouver is almost kind of like an island, but it's not. It's got water mostly way around it. So Vancouver City is very mild. You got the urban heat and you got the Pacific Ocean there too. So makes a difference. Victoria and all up the west coast of Vancouver Island too. So anyway, stay tuned. When I get over to the mainland, I will be shooting videos of some big palm trees, big palm trees that we planted over 30 years ago. And now they are towering palm trees. So they're looking pretty awesome. And I'll be there shortly. So stay tuned. And where I upload, I'm going to be at a hotel and they got nice high-speed internet. So I can upload videos very fast. That's the thing. Here, too slow. There, nice and fast. So I'm hoping to visit a few gardens over there, or at least a couple of gardens, and see a couple of palmy things while I'm there. Maybe I'll make it to downtown Vancouver. I'm not too sure. Hey, Jay, I followed your lead and just planted my first. Oh, right on. Cool. Your first MPT. 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 Okay, what is an MPT? I want to know what it is. MPT. Now I'm curious. I go BLE is a broadleaf evergreen. What is an MPT? I kind of want to find out what that is. Wonder how many people have palm trees indoors. Oh, bet you tons. Tons. Monkey puzzle tree. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, let us know how it does. That is pretty awesome. A monkey puzzle tree in North Carolina. Well, you know what? I think it's going to do well for you. You know, another one you should try is Araucaria angustifolia, the Brazilian monkey tree. They grow them here on Salt Spring. We have one in our garden. I had two. I did a stupid thing and transplanted it, damaged the roots, and it died. So we also grow China fir, which are very cold hardy. But I think monkey tree is going to do really good for you, Nikki. Are you near Greenville, North Carolina? What are you? Are you what part of North Carolina are you in? Like in Greenville? Yeah, angustifolia is a good one. You should try that. That's a little bit more tender than, and I have videos of them here. You can check them out. A little bit more tender than Araucaria araucana, which is monkey puzzle, but it looks like a monkey puzzle. Another one that grows big up here in the Northwest is bunya bunya. I'm in Western near Greenville. Oh, okay. Oh, South Carolina. Oh, you're in South Carolina. Cool. Right on. So you're probably close to Camel. 2,200 feet. Okay. Wow. Cool. That's awesome. 2,200 feet. No, I think this guy's legit. Nikki. I think, wow. Warning, warning. 2,200 feet. Bigfoot's got his radar on. So let's just see here. I'm just going to go back on these. I'm just reading the comments. Just reading the comments here. Asheville, North. Asheville. Yeah, I thought you were in Asheville, North Carolina. Interesting. Huh. Camel. I don't know. I'm not a pro at spotting people. Take shelter. Take shelter. Well, you know what you could do is do a video of it and put it on. You know what you could do, Nikki? Take a video of it and put it on your YouTube channel. That's always a good thing. Video, put a video of the monkey puzzle tree on your YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Bigfoot as himself. Oh, it's Asheville, North, but my closest big palm city is Greensville. So is Greenville, North Carolina? I talked to South Carolina today, and I talked to North Carolina. I'll upload the video. He called it the Carolinas, and I'll upload the video to my other channel. 5-hour drive to the east. Okay, cool. Right on. I would like to see the Carolinas. I think it would be nice down there. Very nice. especially at this time of the year. Nice and warm, right? At this time of the year, warm is good. I'm kind of trapped in Canada right now. I really can't go anywhere warm. I want to go somewhere warm, but see, normally at this time I'd be on Maui. I'd be on Maui Wowie, but I can't go anywhere. So I'm gonna have to just wait it out and see what happens, and have to just stick around.
There's a bit of quiche.
Oh, check this out. Let's see the bracelet. I want to show them the bracelet. You guys, I want to show you guys
really
what I gave Wendy for our anniversary
I have
today.
cookie dough. I'm making cookies.
It's our anniversary today.
They
Let's
can
take
see
this
it.
off. No, they can't see that. Come here, give that thing to me. Okay, so this is I don't know if you can see that. Okay, this is a native art bracelet, and it's got a eagle and a raven on it, sterling silver. So this is what I actually got. Can you see that? This is what I actually got for my retirement, and it's actually engraved. It's got Indian art all the way around it, engraved by the artist. So it's not going to fit me. I mean, my wrists are massive, so I gave it to Wendy as a anniversary / birthday present because it's our anniversary today. So stay indoors until situation clear. Bigfoot. I don't know if they're. Yeah, it's pretty nice bracelet. Sterling silver too. Yeah, so that's from my company. That was my retirement gift. And they also sent me a card. There's the card with the woodpecker on it. And it says, wishing you all the best in your retirement, CRD, Human Resources, which is quite nice. So I got to choose from a whole bunch of stuff. And the union actually sent me a Bluetooth speaker, which I got to choose from. There's a whole bunch of different things I got to choose from. It depends how many years you've worked for the company. And I've been there 19 years, so I got to choose from a whole bunch of good stuff. And I thought this bracelet was super cool. It's engraved. And it's got the guy's signature inside of it too. So Wendy's happy with that because she likes native art stuff. I don't need any more stuff, and as long as it makes her happy. So we've been married 5 years today. David's in there. Gotta love David and lots of white elephants. Right on, as long as they're not red flags. Yeah. So sterling silver, and hopefully she doesn't lose it. So what did she bring me here? Wendy brought me something to eat. No. No, David's good. Don't hide David. David's in there. Do not delete David. David's a good guy. David's my friend in Australia. He's always in there. He's a good guy. Do not delete David's messages. Do not hide David's messages, you guys. There. Yeah, red flags are bad. But David's been in here for a while. He always comes into my live streams, and he always comes in. He always comes in for a very short time and says hi, and then he takes off. But he's down in Australia, so he's been on my live streams for a while now. But he likes to put emojis in there, which is fine. David's a good guy. David's hanging out with the palm trees. I gotta grab my quiche. Oh man, this quiche is awesome. This is like the best quiche ever. Do you guys like quiche? Quiche? They make the best quiche at Barb's Buns here. Oh my God. That is good. Yeah, so I don't know if that's Bigfoot or not. I'm not too sure. The other guy, the Nikki. I was thinking Nikki's legit. Hey, Nikki, are you legit? They put whole mushrooms in there. It's just amazing. Unreal. Oh, you like falafels? You'd like Falafel Al. There's a guy with a little stand set up in town. All the high school kids go to him. It's called Falafel Al. And it's this tiny little trailer with wheels on it in town off to the side street. And he's busy year round. He's out there. Macaroni. Yeah, I had macaroni for dinner, actually. Macaroni was really good. That's what I had for dinner. Don't usually eat it. Koshery, too. Macaroni bechamel. No, I don't know what that one is. Sounds good, though. I like all food, but this is really good, this quiche. So anyway, David is legit. And I was thinking Nikki is legit, too. I can always check out their YouTube channel. I don't think David has anything on there, but Nikki, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen Nikki in there before. So I don't know if they're legit or not. Hey, Nikki, are you legit? That's good. So I'm thinking tomorrow night I'm going to have Chinese food. That is so freaking yummy. So what do you guys think? Is later, Joe, my brother is chopping wood. Okay, are you chopping eucalyptus wood? Is it eucalyptus, David? I'm guessing. I'm guessing eucalyptus. Makes no sense. Falafel. It's a warm A if it makes sense. Falafel. Falafel. We say falafel. That's what we say. Falafel. Falafel Al. I bet you Falafel Al has a Facebook page. Hummus is good. Love hummus. That's chickpeas with garlic. Awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking Falafel Al has a Facebook page. I'd have to find it, but I'm sure he does. White gum tree. Oh, cool. We grow white gum tree here too, David. Those are wild. We call mountain gum too. Couscous. 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 Couscous are good too. Well, that was an awesome omelet. Oh my God. Yeah, David. You finish that. Put that down there. Our white gum tree is mountain gum, Eucalyptus dollarium plana, and that's what we're heating our house with right now. Is white gum. I'm thinking Falafel Al might be even on Instagram. I'm guessing. I'd have to look that up. I'll go there, and we can see if we can find Falafel Al on Instagram. Falafel. Well, how else do you say falafel? I just say falafel. Going to Al's falafel stand. I'm not seeing him, guys. I'm not seeing Falafel Al on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe he's on. You pronounce is falafel, bed, falafel. Really? Bed, falafel, falafel. You know what? I don't know if I've ever actually had one of Falafel Al's falafels, but I heard they're really good. And he's been on the island for years. I should actually try one of his falafels. But there's always a lineup of kids there from the high school because it's right near the high school. He's right on Rainbow Road on the main drag, and they always book it there when they have a break or like a lunch break. They go to Falafel Al's. Falafel. Maybe he's on Facebook. He might be on Facebook. He might have a like page on Facebook. I'm going to have to look that up. Falafel Al. Or maybe I can just Google him. Hang on, guys. I'm just looking up Falafel Al. See if I can find him here. There we go. Found him. I found him, guys. I found Falafel Al. Okay, hang on. I Googled him. I'm gonna give you guys a link. Okay, here's Falafel Al. Here's a link to Falafel Al on Salt Spring Island. Falafel. Right there. There's a link to Al's Gourmet Falafels. He's got a website there, and you can see his menu. He's got a lot of good stuff in there. And you know what? It's actually pretty reasonable. That looks like his stuff is pretty reasonable. That's his whole menu with his prices for Falafel Al on Rainbow Road. And like I say, it's just the picture you see on the menu there, that's what his food cart looks like. It's tiny, a tiny little food cart with wheels on it. It's like a little barn. It looks like a little red barn. And he's got the cooks in there and everything. It's amazing. And he's got a place to sit out front It's actually in his front yard. That's where it is. It's right out in his front yard, which is kind of cool. So now I'm in the mood for a falafel, even though I've never tried one of Falafel Al's. So the Jewish pronounce falafel, falafel. Now I know. I just learned something then. Falafel Al. So maybe next time I'm in town, I should stop by and grab a falafel from Falafel Al, right? And I could do a video of Falafel Al. He actually bought some palm trees from me a couple of years ago. He messaged me and he says, "Hey, Joe, I need some palm trees for my falafel stand. See you, David. Take care. Have fun splitting wood." I gotta like the emojis. David's going to go split some wood. Yeah, so Falafel Al messaged me a couple of years ago. Was he met? No, he talked to me in town. He didn't message me. He talked to me in town. He says, "Joe, need a couple of palm trees to plant beside the falafel stand." Yeah, Al is Jew. Yeah, he's Jewish. Definitely Jewish. And so, you know what he looks like? He looks like Adam Sandler. That's who he reminds me of. He's always reminding me of Adam Sandler, Al. A really nice guy and makes, well, apparently good falafels. I've never tried one yet, and I should try one. But anyway, he has a couple of my palm trees in his garden beside the falafel cart. So more of a reason for me to buy his falafels. Now, they were just small palm trees. And you know what? I got to go by and look at the palm trees. That's what I got to do. I have to check out the palm trees and see how they're doing. You're Christian. Good. And he's Jewish. Here comes Wendy with more quiche. What? They always have tracky carpets. Oh, do they? Yeah, there's some in front of El Loco Taco here. Tropical PDX, right in front of El Loco Taco. There are two Trachycarpus palms in pots. And then in the garden beside the place, there's a bunch of cordylines. And then I planted a palm in there years ago when it was actually the gas station. And that palm is bonsai'd in the planter. I planted that palm tree probably a decade ago. And it's this tiny little palm tree that hasn't amounted to anything. But he's got cordylines, and he does have palms out in pots that do very well. It's in Ganges, not too far from the ocean, so it never gets so cold there, right? But you always got to watch palms and pots. That's the thing, especially in a bad winter. Like I know, and a lot of you guys know, palm trees and pots are less cold hardy, right? So you get a really bad freeze, and well, the roots freeze and then they're toast. Are you really a descendant? Cool. I'm Ashkenazi Jews. Cool. Yiddish. Yeah, I don't know much about Jewish. And I don't even know what they believe in, but I know before Christmas, they do that thing. What's Hanukkah? And then they light some candles or something. There's a guy that does it in our park. He's got this long beard. He wears this little tiny cap on his head, and he lights these candles. A menorah, I think. I read an article today on Salt Spring Island. Oh, cool. Yeah, we go there for coffee. That's been there since '96. I know the guy that owns it. I used to work at Jones's sawmill before that, back in the day. Good coffee, but my favorite coffee is actually Beachside. Beachside Coffee has really good. Beachside Cafe has great coffee, and so does El Loco Taco. El Loco Taco has amazing coffee. So there's a few coffee shops in town. You can get it Co-op Gas. You can get it at Barb's Buns. There used to be Coffee Italia, which is now Switchboard. There's Beachside Cafe. There's the Roaster, Salt Spring Island Roasting Company. Yes, is it Forestry before 20? Yeah. So, and I know his brother. I know Mickey, and I know Ross. Mickey and Ross McLeod. So Mickey McLeod started Roasters back in 1996. So it's been going for 25 years now. I used to go there when it first opened. So before he owned that, he owned a sawmill down on Jones Road on the south end, and I would go in there with the dump truck when I used to work at the nursery and fill up with sawdust. And the sawdust we would use to heal in the nursery pots before winter. So I'd go down there with a dump truck. You'd load up my dump truck with the shavings, the sawdust, wood chips or whatever, and the stuff left over from the sawmill when they were milling wood. And then, we decided to start a coffee shop. It started out really small, and it's a pretty busy place. Salt Spring Roasters is a busy place. It's right in the heart of Ganges. They used to roast the coffee here. Now they roast it in Richmond on Lulu Island. And there's also Mount Maxwell Coffee, too. Johnny owns that one. And I'm just trying to think what other coffee there is. There's TJ Beans, Tim and John. You can get coffee at actually Co-op gas station has good coffee too, and same with at Antipestos has very good coffee. So lots of good places to get Java on Salt Spring. I'm not a huge coffee connoisseur, but sometimes once a week I don't mind a cup of coffee. And it's been several days since I've had a cup of coffee. I think it was earlier last week I had a cup of coffee, or mid last week. Wendy and I went to Beachside. Whenever you see a Beachside video, then I've had a cup of coffee. Or sometimes I get tea too. But that's what I'm drinking tonight. I have mint tea. But Wendy loves her Java. She loves a good cup of Java. So every morning she's got to have Java. So Tropical PDX, Salt Spring Island Roasters coffee is actually sold in Costco too. They do sell bags of it in Costco up here right across Canada. So he's made a fortune. He became this multimillionaire opening up the coffee shop. And he's also got a Salt Spring Roasting Company at Tsawwassen Ferry Terminal on the mainland. Fernwood, Aaron Blunt. Hey, how's it going? Aaron, good to see you in there. Yeah, Fernwood's got good coffee too. Yeah, that's down on Fernwood Road, Fernwood Cafe. And that's what's his name? Sean. Sean's got good coffee. But we haven't been in there for a while. I really can't I can't go in there, because in order to go in there, you actually have to show them one of those funny things on your iPhone. And I don't have a funny thing on my iPhone, so I can't go in there and have coffee anymore, which kind of sucks. I don't even have an iPhone. That sucks even more. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't even show them the stuff on my iPhone. So, and I really don't support anybody that supports that. So I'm probably not going to go in there much anymore, even if they drop that stupid thing. How's the rain being up there? I hear BC, North Washington. Yeah, not so much here, but over on the Fraser Valley, really bad tropical PDX. Matter of fact, I can tell you how much rain we've had for November. Okay, so for November, I'm going to tell you. I got it right now. The traditions that we follow in the valley make. Oh, really? That's interesting. Very interesting, Palm Nation. I'm going to find something here. So, okay, this is how much rain we have had. Okay, so they're going to be in millimeters. And remember, folks, if you add them all up, you can divide it by 25. 25 millimeters is an inch. And hopefully it's not so rainy up there where you are, Aaron. It's we had 3 millimeters today. Okay, so November 2nd, we had 20 millimeters. And then we had on the November 3rd, 30 millimeters. So that's 50 millimeters. Then that's another 12. That's 62 millimeters. And then we have another 32 there. So that's 94 millimeters. And then we have another 20 millimeters. So that's 112 millimeters. Yeah. Or no, 114 millimeters. Wasn't Jesus a Jew? 114 millimeters, 134 millimeters, 154 millimeters. Whoa. 154 millimeters, 176 millimeters, 276 millimeters, 282 millimeters, 282 millimeters already, 294 millimeters. Well, we've had a lot of rain. 294 already up to date, and 294, 294, 314, 318, 318, 338 millimeters, 338 millimeters, 338, 358, 361, 300. We've had 363. We've had 366 millimeters. We've had 366 millimeters for November. So somebody figure that out. Divide that by 25. 366 divided by 25 will give you how many inches of rain we had for November. So yes, we've had a lot of rain. I can tell you if we've had more rain once you give me the inches, because November can be a very wet month. Here, we're in the wet season. 14.64. That's a little wetter than usual. That's a lot of inches we've had for November. We've had 6.25. So we've had 14.64 inches. So you've had way less than us. November is usually our wettest month too. So there we go. We've had over 8 inches of rain more than you here. And we're in the Gulf Islands. So just think We're in a rain shadow. So just think how wet it was out in the Fraser Valley. It was stinking wet out there. And you know what? Apparently there's another atmospheric river on its way in. And those guys, those poor souls out in the Fraser Valley are probably bracing for it, sandbagging. Hopefully the pump stations will keep that water out, because what happens though, I think Palm Daddy had over 6 inches in 48 hours. Really? That's a lot of rain. He's up on Bowen Island, Palm Daddy. He's quite north. He's north by northeast of us, way up there. They get way more rain up there. Jews and Christians are all. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I just thought Jewish were totally different than Christians. That's what I always thought. Do they read the same Bible? I don't know. I'm not religious. I don't know much about it, but I always thought they just didn't go by the Christian Bible. But hey, I'm learning stuff every day. I don't know. I'm learning from you guys. I've had 12 inches, 8 hours from hurricane. 12 inches. That is a lot. So he had 6 inches in 48 hours. 6 inches in 48 hours. Let me look at my book again here. Okay, so we've had over 14 inches. 6 inches in 48 hours. Let's just see here, folks. I just want to confirm that in 48 hours we had 6 inches or more. Maybe not. Okay, so 6 inches. That's 1 inch. No, I don't see it anywhere. I don't think we had any 6 inches in 48 hours. 6 inches. That's 4 inches. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we had pretty close to it. We had 128 millimeters. Okay, so 128 divided by 25. So that's 4 inches. We had about 5 inches in 48 hours. So yeah, we had that too. Let's just see, one day. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot. That's a lot of rain, man. Yes, Jews read the Old Testament. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, that's good to know. See, I just learned something, Palm Nation. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't think Jewish people celebrate Christmas, right? Is that true? They don't do Christmas. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they also light those candles. It's called isn't it kind of like, what is Hanukkah? They do Hanukkah, right? And they do, is that a menorah they light? Because like I say, there's a guy that comes to the park every year and he does the candle thing. And I always picture Jewish people to have a big beard and a little hat, and they wear black. And that's what this guy wears. 2.5 and 6 months of the late spring, summer. Yeah, it was nil here in the summer months. We had in almost 6 months. Yeah, so it's dry down there. Yeah, the candle thing. Menorah is the candle thing. Yeah, and that's what he does in the park. So actually, you know what? I think I might have a YouTube video of the guy doing it. And because I have videos of everything here. It's either on this channel or my other channel. My palm survived the heat dome, but the eucalyptus died. The palms are definitely more hardy. To try grow another eucalyptus. Oh, cool. Well, if I have any that I have seedlings, I can always. Oh, I brought you one. That's right. That's the one that died. Bummer. Sorry to hear about that, Aaron. It was too hot. I mean, that was crazy heat, Aaron. End of June, man. It was like it was wrong. Put it that way for this far north. Our conifers are starting to die here. Are they? A lot of them here too. A lot of western red cedars and hemlocks are dying off. Jews don't celebrate Christmas. Christmas is New Testament. They don't believe Jesus was the Messiah. So they. Oh, okay, interesting. That's the way it is. Oh, really? They don't believe he is the Messiah. Interesting. Okay. I know that the Romans killed Jesus, right? And wasn't Jesus king of the Jews? This is what I've heard. Larger eucalyptus can handle the heat, no problem. We were 109 here. So our big eucalyptus, all our eucalyptus trees actually did fine. They're good, but some of the other plants in the garden, not so fine. And like I say, even some of the Trachycarpus had burn on them from that heat dome. But you see, Erin, I gave her a small eucalyptus tree. I think it was a Periniana, maybe a Periniana, a spinning gum. If I remember bringing it down to your boat when you were in Ganges Harbor here. And I think it was a spinning gum, but it was a smaller tree, so it was more susceptible to that extreme heat. And I think Aaron lives in a real hot pocket just north of or around Nanaimo. Jesus is king of the world. There you go. Right on. Chemtrails are affecting our. Yeah, they are too. Yeah, there's lots of chemtrails around. God, we're like-minded, Aaron. We are like-minded people. Small eucalyptus are more tender. Yes, they are, definitely. I got some good videos, Aaron, of, I call them chemtrails. Made it almost, oh, was it 3 years? Okay. 3 years. Wow. I did not realize it was 3 years. It seems like I gave you that thing last year. Holy smokers. Man, time flies, huh? That is nuts. I don't know if I have another one kicking around in a pot. I haven't been growing any recently, but when I do, or if I do, I'll just give you another one and you can try it in your garden. And hopefully we won't have that intense heat. Now, I think you guys are right near the water too, aren't you? Where you are? And, even near the water, it was that hot. It got that hot this far north. It was absolutely crazy. So in early February, Aaron, we had our 100-foot eucalyptus trees cut down. Okay, we got them cut down to stumps and they've all resprouted back. Planted Pyrenean in 3 years. Yeah, they grow fast. Yes, and on a rock. Okay, so you're on a rock, so you can imagine how hot it got on that rock. And Pyreneana grows very fast, tropical PDX. We cut down that 60-foot one in middle of May, and it's all resprouted back again. And it was a pretty big one. I grew it from seed. I planted it 20 years ago, and it's coming back like gangbusters, but I'm taking the hedge trimmers and I trim it back. Yeah, weather stations are awesome. I have several of them around, and this one I actually had shipped to me, and I had to do. That's actually the temperatures have gone up. It is 11 degrees Celsius now, so temperature has gone up now, which is good. It is very mild out there, so it's about 52 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. And last time I looked, it was under clear sky. But who knows? The weather changes so fast, can't keep on top of it. Yeah, eucalyptus trees are crazy fast growing. So I don't know. Did it have enough water, Aaron? That's the thing. Maybe the soil was shallow and the roots just cooked in that rock. So sometimes people like to pocket plant things. And when you pocket plant things, you're digging out an area in kind of rocky soil and creating kind of like a little bowl in there. So maybe it heated up so much it actually cooked the roots. Do you have this weird experience where around midnight the temperature starts rising? Sometimes they can. And one day it got down to it was down to 3 degrees, and my weather station will signal. It'll start to beep, and a light will start to flash. And I have 3 weather stations in the bedroom. I have one in the bathroom. I have one here. I have one in the kitchen. Like these are with remote sensors, and it's weird. So Wendy and I are laying there. It's like, is there somebody with a flashlight in our window? Because I got them on the windowsill, and it was actually the thing flashing, letting us know that the temperatures were getting low. That was over a week ago. Agree on this, the water restrictions. That's it. Yeah, that'll do it, Aaron. So if you watered it enough, maybe it might have made it. Who knows? Tropical PDX, unfortunately, I had to cut the perennial down last month. Well, that's the thing. You don't want the eucalyptus trees too close to your house, and if they are, keep them small. You certainly don't want the roots near your driveway or your foundation. I had that 60-foot Pyreneana hanging over the greenhouse, and I had to get a local guy to cut it down. Excuse me. The only guy that would cut it down because nobody else was crazy enough to do it. So I hired him. He got up there and he cut it down May 14th, right over the greenhouse. That's where it was hanging. It was growing over the greenhouse. My bad. I didn't manage it. When you don't manage eucalyptus trees, they can really get out of hand, and you have to make sure you plant them in the right area. So Wendy had all of ours cut down in February 12th. And like I say, they're coming back, and they're big. They're big trees. They're white gum, eucalyptus white gum, or Dularium pleana. And here, Aaron, we don't have water restrictions at this end of the island because we're on a well. So we have lots of water, but we still, well, I mean, I shouldn't say we have lots of water. We have to conserve water because we're on a well, and a well could still go dry. Cold air drains out of my backyard in the ravine. Oh, you got a ravine too? Wow. Yeah, so ours drains away too. We got the ravine. We're on a knoll. Our house is like this. So our house is here, and everything just slopes away. So the beach would be down here like that, right? The ravine is down here. Our house is here, and then there's hill. When you come out of our driveway, it's all downhill from there. We're up on top of on the ridge here. So when I bought it, they told me 18 max. Well, it's like cider gums grow massive too. Cider gum trees grow huge, so give them room to grow. There are some massive cider gum eucalyptus trees on Salt Spring Island. Big ones in Nanaimo, big ones in Victoria and all over Vancouver Island, the southern part anyway. I haven't seen any eucalyptus growing in Campbell River, but I definitely have seen palms up there. But some ones to try that are maybe more heat tolerant. Maybe Eucalyptus neglect is a really nice one to try. Nitens, they seem to handle the heat really well, and very fast growers, but they all take quite well to chopping them back, and only chop them back in the spring or summer. I'm looking forward to seeing it will grow fast. Carnii grow big, so make sure you gave it room to grow, and if you're going to cut it, do it in the spring or summer. Never cut them in the wintertime, because you never know, even if you get that rare freeze and you cut it in the wintertime, it can actually damage or kill your tree. So, and Gunnii is a nice plant. I like cider gum. They're very hardy, and they do get nice flowers. The bees absolutely love the flowers, and those bees will make nice honey. So if you have beehives, hey, the Vericata, big. They grow pretty big too. There was a big one growing at Grace Point. They cut it down about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to say it was about 50 feet tall. There's a big one growing beside Mowat Home Hardware in town I planted years ago, but they keep it cut. It's got a pretty big trunk on it. If they didn't keep it cut, it'd be way up over the building. I still have neglected my favorite. Stellulata, subcrenulata, of course. Oh yeah, Passiflora. I just did a video on some of our self-seeded Niphophila in our garden. We have a big one, and we have a lot of them in our garden, but one at the back of that was particularly used to self-seed all over the place. Unfortunately, the deer used to get in there before the fence and eat them up. So then Wendy and I put a fence up, and they can't eat them anymore. So there are still some nice seedlings. Well, they're actually like little trees now, but I'm going to keep them cut back. And all of the Niphophila we cut back. We have Debusavilli, and we have lots of Passiflora here as well. We have a lot of Passiflora. And then I got a very tender species. I don't know what it is. It's a solid zone high 9 A species. And back in December 2008, it froze down and it came back up again. And I had to cut it this year because it was getting so big. Well, I wonder, hopefully it stays mild right through till spring. I don't know. We're not into winter yet here, so I don't really know what our winter is going to be like. I'm hoping it's going to be mild, but we just never know. It would be nice if it stayed mild right through till spring. Most of our winters generally are just wet. And of course, we get occasional snowfall. We're going to get some frost, but some are milder than others. But then again, some are colder than others too. They are saying this one's supposed to be wetter and milder. So we'll just have to see if the meteorologist or climatologist guys are right this year. I don't really read the Farmer's Almanac, but it is fun to read. Yeah, December can be cold here for sure. Same with January. I've seen some pretty cold temperatures in January. Record-breaking temps here where I was in December. Whenever I've recorded, coldest temps are in December. And January, there's been some pretty cold Januaries in the past. Oh, God, I hope it's not going to be. Oh, okay, hot for you guys. I hope it's not going to be historically hot here. I really don't. Yeah, so I think it's raining. Yeah, I can hear the rain. December and January can be cold months here. But you know, the funny thing is, this daffodils start blooming here late December and early January on Salt Spring Island. So generally, you know, I always say by the time we're in mid-February, we're in the safe zone this far north. So once we hit mid-February, yeah, we can get some snow, but it generally doesn't get bitterly cold. You know, not saying it can't happen, but generally it doesn't. You don't see bitterly cold temperatures. If it's going to get bitter cold, December, January, and rarely I have seen them in November. Late November 1985 was bitterly cold here on our coast. Where I used to live, we got down to around minus 14 point, I think it was minus 14.5 or something like that degrees Celsius. Notice the Helleborus are starting to send up. Yes, and we have a lot of Helleborus in our garden. Matter of fact, I'll go do a video of them soon. Wendy has Helleborus everywhere. Yeah, I haven't noticed. I haven't taken a close look at them, but I tell you what, we do have blooming. Abutilon is in full bloom here. We have Viburnum tinus going to be coming into bloom soon. And fuchsias are blooming. Hummingbirds are all over the place. I don't know why, but today I was looking at the trees checking. Oh, do they really? Cool. Yeah, there's some trees here that probably have a few leaves hanging on, but any deciduous trees, I think they're mostly, most of them, or half of them at least, have fallen off and changed color. I'm looking in the back at the swamp cypress off the sun deck, and now it's kind of this bronzy, brownie color, the Taxodium distichum. And it looks actually really cool because there's a grove of bamboo in front of it. And then you got this big swamp cypress behind it with really nice autumn color. And I don't mind it right now, but I really don't like the looks of them when they lose their needles. They just kind of look to me like another ugly deciduous tree. And I'm not so much into deciduous trees. I like looking at green. I have Chitalpa, nice. Yeah, the big ones growing at the plant farm. It is, I know. It is. Well, here, I mean, in the back 40 of our property down in the ravine, there's lots of alder trees. Those lose their leaves, but everywhere else around us is green. So when I look out front and back and everywhere else, it just looks the same because it's all conifers and arbutus. Arbutus are the broadleaf trees, and then we have lots of salal. Like they grow, some of them are as tall as me, and they're bushes that grow everywhere. And they got these big, round, leathery, evergreen leaves. So those are quite nice. So there's a lot of greenery, and Oregon grape is everywhere here too. So there's a lot of greenery around. Chitalpa, not Catalpa, Chitalpa, yeah. They have those, and they get the white flowers on them, right? Chitalpa, he's got big ones growing at the plant farm. The guy's garden there is unbelievable at the plant farm on Vesuvius Bay Road. It's like a slope garden, a slight slope, and it's full of palm trees and exotic plants. So many exotic trees, so many big palm trees, huge. He's got a big crepe myrtle, huge crepe myrtle, and nice citrus trees too. I don't know why, but winter heat feels different. I think I'd like the winter heat. The winter heat would be good. Summer heat, I'm not so much into. As long as it's warm, I'm okay. But I'd rather have that heat in the winter time. And then it'd be warm year round. Unfortunately, we don't get winter heat here. Yeah, so it's got, and it gets the white flowers on it, right? Chitalpa? Am I correct? Does it produce really nice white flowers? I know Catalpa bignoides is the Indian bean tree, and it gets nice big leaves on it and white flowers as well. And that's pretty common up this way. People grow it for the big leaves and the beautiful blooms. Winter makes me. Yeah, well, winters are soggy here, that's for sure. A white and a pink. Yeah, I think he's got both of them in his garden. He's got white and pink. And actually, I'm going to have to do another video of his garden sometime. You have the white. He's got a beautiful crepe myrtle. It's got to be 25 feet tall. Huge. He's got a huge persimmon tree in his garden and a big, big citrus tree. He's got this huge citrus tree beside his house. Been outside forever. Big trunk on it. And never gets protection. It produces these really yummy oranges with no seeds in them. Nice full-size oranges. And I don't know the variety, but maybe I could find out from him. I don't even know if he's quite sure what it is, but it is a some type of hardy citrus, and they're actually pretty good to eat, which is cool. And like I say, he's had it outside for years. And then he's got some of those other ones like Poinceris, trifoliate, whatever, the really hardy ones he used for grafting stock. Well, the thing is, you probably don't have the high humidity as in the summertime. Your humidity in the wintertime maybe would be rain. Yeah, I have a video of it. I actually have videos of that orange tree here on this channel. I don't think he exactly knows what variety it is, but it's seedless and it's a good orange to eat. And it wasn't that long ago he pulled into where I worked when I was working, and he had one in his hand. And I said, "Is that off your tree?" And he said, "Yes, it is." And beautiful, nice, ripe orange, full-size orange. I have lemon tree in first winter. Oh, cool. Okay, so Aaron, this is what you got to do. You probably have a Meyer lemon, okay? Because we have lemons outside right now. We have kumquats, and we have pomelo, and we have lime. And what you're going to do, put some Christmas lights through it. If you can get some mini Christmas lights, Aaron, string them through your citrus tree, and then you can cheat. If it gets too cold, you plug in those Christmas lights, or even the old school Christmas lights, C9s or C7s. Plug them in when it gets cold, and it'll keep your tree alive. I have lime, kumquat, poinsettia. Oh, in the ground. Oh, that's cool, man. So you have kumquat. Yeah, we have a kumquat out in front of the B&B with lots of kumquats on it. Winter's far more humid. It's usually very wet this year. Looks like we're going to have. Oh, you're going to have winter drought. Looks like we're. Oh, is that right? Interesting. I'd rather. Oh, yeah. I would too. I'd rather have dry. I'd rather have dry winters any day. Any day, I'd rather have dry winters, man. Wet. Dry summers actually really suck here. I actually dread our summers here, man. If it rained every few days in the summer, that would be awesome. Because I'll tell you what bothers me here about the dry summers is forest fire risk, because there's lots of careless, stupid people out there, right? That like to throw their cigarettes out their vehicle window. There's vagrants that camp in the bush. They camp in the bush. They light fires because they're stupid, right? You can't fix stupid. I've seen it. I put out many campfires in the forest when I was working for parks, and just a lot of people that just don't get it. I'd be happy if it rained every other week in summer. Every other week, yeah. Well, that might help too. Dry winters mean Flipper would be hardy. If it was dry here in the winter, I could probably grow Flipper. I bet you I could grow Flipper. If it was totally dry here in the wintertime, they grow them in Locarno, Switzerland, and Lugano. Once a week would be good. Lugano and Locarno, Switzerland are at 46 degrees north latitude, and they grow pretty much every party palm tree under the sun. They grow mature Washingtonias, mature Phoenix, mature Brahias. I'm talking about Brahias that are 40 feet tall, mature Jubaeas, Trithrinics, Brahia edulis, Brahia armata, everything. You name it, they grow it there. And it's at 46 degrees north latitude. I want to try Taos. Yes. Yeah, it might. You never know. Got to get some seeds from one. Hey, Aaron, there's a good video, a good YouTube video for Aaron, growing citrus on Vancouver Island. Okay, go to on YouTube, since you're on YouTube, growing citrus on Vancouver Island. You might already know about it, Aaron. It is Bob Duncan, the tropical fruit, exotic fruit expert near in Sydney on southern Vancouver Island. And he has amazing citrus growing outside, absolutely loaded. His lemon tree. And what he does, he grows it up against a wall. It's a espaliered. He has Christmas lights through it. And if it gets cold, he plugs the Christmas lights in. They do grow. Oh, they grow in 6B? Okay, because I knew they grow it in Alamogordo, New Mexico, and I thought that was more like a 7B, 8A. And they also grow them in Albuquerque. And Truth or Consequences, I know because I've got seed from palms that were growing there. Unfortunately, the palms did not survive here our winters. They're too wet. It's just too wet. And the thing with Phylifera, they like heat and they like dryness, but they also like water they can tap into, like the ones that are growing in the southwest desert of the United States, California, right? So if you go to Palm Desert, Palm Springs, 29 Palms, you will see groves. Hey, Wendy, I got your thing here, your bracelet. That is a nice bracelet. So you should get. Yeah, I wonder. Thank you. This is where mine is from, neighbor. Oh, you did. Okay, so you got it from Bob Duncan. Okay, so hello, Wendy from Aaron. You know, Aaron comes down from the News Bay on their on their boat sometimes. Yeah, yeah, Aaron Blunt. Yeah, she's on here. She's on my live stream. Oh God, Wendy's got pickleball. I can't believe it. A package came today from Amazon. And because I heard the dog bark, and I was like, what's the dog barking at early in the morning? So Amazon drops off a package, and she opens up this box, and there's pickleball rackets. So I guess I'm going to have to join pickleball now. So there we go. I'm going to be a pickleballer. That's what I'm going to be doing in retirement, pickleball. I am enjoying retirement. You know, I used to joke with the pickleballers when I'd be mowing the sports fields, and they'd be giving me crap when I'm mowing beside their court, making a lot of noise with the John Deere tractor. And I said, well, maybe one of these days when I retire, I'll be playing pickleball with you. I said it jokingly. So I guess I'm going to be playing pickleball with them now. I'm sending Jacob Fry on a mission to get some down. Cool. Yeah, he's got a plane so he can fly down there. I stopped that and mountain bike. Oh, you mountain bike. Nice. Well, mountain bike is awesome too. Mountain biking is super cool. I like that too. And I might even like it more. Hey, Wendy, you have to get me a mountain bike. Oh, yeah, I do have one. Mine's an old school one, though, from like 1987. I thought you said, no, pickleball. Nippleball would be more fun. I was like, what the hell? Pickleball, for those of you who don't know what pickleball is, it's basically like a big ping pong paddle. And the balls that you hit are like wiffle balls. So they're big, like a tennis ball maybe, but plastic, and they have holes in them. So that is pickleball. And people are so into this pickleball thing. So anyway, it's not nippleball, but I'm going to look into nippleball if there is one, because I think that would be way more fun for me to play in my retirement as nippleball. What do you think, Wendy? She's not sure what I'm talking about. Somebody said I thought I said nippleball. I said, well, nipple ball might be way more fun. Nipple ball. I'm going to play some nipple ball. They're different paddles. I use my hands. So anyway, we'll have to do that. We'll have to shoot a YouTube video of us playing pickleball because I know I'm going to be probably pretty useless at it. I used to play tennis, and tennis I was okay at. I mean, I wasn't an expert at tennis, but I was okay. I could get it over the net, and it wasn't that bad, even though it was about 40 feet in the air and over the net. It wasn't. A lot of times it was just high over the net, and I used to play a lot. And I used to play with my ex's older brother a lot because he'd play. But the funny thing with him, and he lives up in Nanaimo, he'd always have a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. So I'm playing tennis with this guy, and he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. It just doesn't make sense to me when you're trying to do a sport and you're smoking. You're not a teenager anymore. Did you turn 20? You did turn 20, didn't you? Yeah, my youngest son is on his way to 22. I cannot believe it, man. 20. No. How old is he now? Just a minute. He's 20. He's going to be 21. Yeah, my youngest son is 20. He's going to be 20. No, he's 21. He is going to be 22. Holy cow. In our mind, yes, Aaron, in our minds, we are younger. H. Huss, how's it going, man? How's it going in the UK there, buddy? Things are great on Salt Spring Island. It is a balmy, palmy. You turned 20 yesterday? Oh, cool. Happy birthday to you. It's our anniversary today. It's our 5th anniversary. Happy birthday, Wendy. Wendy's birthday is on December 6th. So, Aaron, her birthday is on December 6th. But it is our anniversary today. It is our 5th wedding anniversary today. And the temperature here is 11 degrees. It is currently 11 degrees Celsius on the very northern end of Salt Spring Island. So you turned 20 yesterday, so you're Sagittarius. Wendy's Sagittarius. And happy anniversary. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, we were low key today. And like I say, this is what Wendy got for her anniversary. She got this bracelet. So for my retirement, I got to choose from a bunch of things. And I said, Wendy, help me choose something because I'm going to give it to you. So we chose it like a month and a half ago. And I chose this silver bracelet, and it came yesterday in the mail just in time for our anniversary, so I gave it to Wendy. It's a silver handcrafted bracelet, sterling silver. The temp should be hot later. Hot later is good. Happy, I believe the UK will go back into lockdown soon. Oh, no way. They keep coming out with these new bloody names for these silly things. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. So I hope they don't, man. I wish right now I could move to Tennessee or Arizona or somewhere else that's not buying into this stuff. I'm just like, I'm so over what's going on. And I know Aaron is too. I heard something about it, but I don't really listen to the news much. So to me, it doesn't exist. I have not seen any signs of a you-know-what here. And honestly, I don't have 2 tablespoons of my special medicine. So I can't travel anywhere. I would like to travel. Right now, I should be in Hawaii, but I can't travel anywhere because our evil dictator has trapped us in Canada. I hope he gets up to 100 next week. Whoa, well, you never know. Wouldn't that break a record, eh? So anyway, yeah, I don't believe everything I hear anyway when I do hear the news, and I try not to listen to news. I listen to music. I listen to a lot of music, but a lot of times there's always a news blurb in there. 108 December. Wow, 108. Wow. It's like Brookings, Oregon. They've been up to like 80 in December and in January. It's crazy when you think this far north, Brookings, Oregon. They do, but I would never get it. I will never get it because I've never seen any signs of a you-know-what anywhere. It's just like everything is normal here on Salt Spring Island. The only thing that makes it not normal is when you see people walking around outside with their face covered up. We don't wear those things. I live my life as usual since I have right from the beginning, not in fear. I shake hands, I hug people, we have dinner parties. You know, both of my youngest son and his girlfriend were over last weekend, and both of them had both tablespoons of special medicine. And guess what? Both of them got the you-know-what, that flu. Yeah. More overdoses. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it, Aaron? Aaron and I think alike. 80s all month. Cool. I've never seen 90s in the winter, though. Yeah, no, me neither. I think the warmest has ever been here is about 60 in the winter, 60 degrees, something like that. I mean, I'd have to look back in the records. You'd have to look back in the record books. I mean, I don't know how long they've been keeping weather records where you live. Here, they've been going back quite a ways. I have them from Salt Spring Island from, I think the farthest I have is 1926, something like that, like written records. And It's been pretty cold at times. There's been winters where it's cold, where it's got down to, like -13, -14 in some areas. And I know the coldest area on the island got down to -17.5 degrees Celsius many, many moons ago. That's pretty cold. That's near 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That is very cold. Yeah, so 60s are typical there. Yeah, not typical. Here, 50s, yeah, common. Mostly 40s. Mostly our temperatures in the day in the 40s. They're going to be like mid to high 40s, and temperatures at night in the 40s. They don't really, there's not like a big fluctuation here. It's pretty steady. Pretty steady, which is a good thing. But I know you get up to Cochrane, Alberta, where the guy's growing the needle palm, and didn't you say it was already below freezing there? You said places in Alberta are down below freezing. Yeah, 70s be nice. 70s I can handle. Well, I don't think we're going to Costa Rica anytime soon. I was having this conversation. I like 70s, 80s, and 90s music. I absolutely love it. And you know what? I actually like some 2000s music too, but I just sold my record collection a month or so ago to a guy. I had, 600-700 albums here, and 60s, 70s, and 80s was most of it. And some 90s, but it's mostly 60s, 70s, and 80s. Lots of 70s and 80s. So I used to go to a lot of rock concerts. 80s are considered. Yeah, 80s is warm, definitely. I was having this conversation. Dad. So anyway, yeah. So 80s music is absolutely awesome. So I can watch everything on YouTube. If I want to watch music, if I want to watch Aerosmith, I can watch it. I gave my daughter half of my concert shirts last week. She was here, and I sent her home with a bunch of concert shirts, or the weekend before. So, and I had a stack of concert shirts. So she's happy. I don't wear them anymore. And that's all that matters. As long as my daughter's happy with those concert shirts. My daughter likes retro things. So -17. What? Holy crap. That is cold, man. That is just about near 0 degrees Fahrenheit. -17.8 degrees Celsius is 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So I hope whoever's growing a palm tree in Alberta is got it covered up, got some heaters going in there, got a few lights going, and you just pray that the power does not go off. British rock band. Yeah, I like British rock bands too. British rock is awesome. One of my all-time favorite band is Sabbath, of course. Zone 3. What? Yeah, it's cold. I know. He thinks. I know there's some people there that think they can grow them. It ain't going to happen. There's no palm ever going to survive outside anywhere in Alberta, anywhere without protection. You're always going to have to protect it. Yeah, I like Sabbath. I've seen Sabbath in concert, Ozzy 3 times, Deep Purple, seen the Kinks, seen David Bowie. I've seen Yes, Judas Priest. I've seen so many. Sabbath, yeah, Sabbath, Black Sabbath, and I've seen Black Sabbath in concert. British, they're from Birmingham. I'm trying to think who else I've seen. I've seen so many British rock bands, and they're awesome. Motorhead, seen Motorhead in concert. Girls' School, goes on and on and on. I can't even keep up with the amount of rock concerts I used to go to back in the day. Wendy seen Elton John back in the 70s, and David Bowie in the 70s. I saw David Bowie years ago. Tears for Fears are awesome. Shout, let it all out. That was 1984 that came out. People always show up on the palm forum wanting to grow palms. There's no possible way. I know there's a couple people, and I think there's even a guy. There's that one guy that posts pictures and weather reports and stuff like that. But Edmonton is like, there's no way any palm tree will ever survive in Edmonton or Alberta or Saskatchewan or any other province without protection. Well, I think maybe in southern Nova Scotia, there is a hope that they might survive Trachycarpus. Potted palm. We need a GMO produce in the lab that can survive. Well, you never know. Maybe they'll work on one. Can you imagine that? A hardy coconut palm. Okay, take care, H-Hus. Enjoy the day. Listen to some rock and roll. They're expecting global warming. They are. And they're expecting it quick, Aaron. Quick global warming. Because, like I said, there's not a hope in hell that you will ever grow even the most cold hardy palm tree in Alberta. The most cold hardy palm tree is a needle palm. Google that one for you guys don't know what a needle palm is. Most of you guys know. Rhipidophyllum hystrix and Sable minor are kings of the frost beaters. And guess what? Even a mature one, if you took a mature one from, say, its native habitat in Alabama or it's northern range in the southeastern states, and you plunked it in Alberta, it will never ever survive. Yes, they get Chinooks. Okay, that's great. They get Chinooks. So it goes from minus 20 to plus 10 degrees Celsius. That's awesome for what? 24 hours. And then it drops down to minus 15 degrees Celsius again and kills everything in sight. You know what? But everything was probably dead from how cold it was before the Chinook. Needle palms need help in Niagara. Alberta is. Yeah, so exactly. Alberta, no way. It's completely landlocked. There's nothing to regulate the air temperatures. Grow even coldest. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not too sure what the cold hardiness Cocos nucifera palm is, but I know they don't like frost. Okay, so there's nothing that I know of in the coconut palm family that is going to survive anywhere this far north. It ain't going to happen. I've grown several coconut palms as indoor plants, ended up booting them outside because it gets spider mites, and then they die. And I've had one for 4 years, maybe 4.5 years max. And it actually started to get the pinnate fronds on, and they got spider mites. Now, sable miner will never survive northern zone 6. Yeah, exactly. They will survive in Kansas and southern zone 6s. Coconut doesn't like under. Exactly. You're right, tropical PDX. Coconut palms do not like cold temperatures. It'll be interesting to see that, the young fella out there in Alberta that's growing needle palm. Oh, excuse me. Long live stream. I was only expecting to go 10 minutes. So anyway, Zach, it'll be interesting to see how his palm tree survives the winter. Under 50, they can't take food. Yeah, exactly. It stresses them out. Do palms like coffee grounds? Yes, they do. Aaron, they do. We put lots of coffee, and I'm not putting any around it recently, but years ago, quite a few years ago, I'd go to Roasters, Salt Spring Roasters, and every week I'd get buckets, 5-gallon buckets of coffee grounds and take it and put it in the garden around the palms. I'm talking about the artificially produced cold hardy cocos conspiracy made with. Yeah, but they haven't made one yet, have they? I have not heard of a cold hardy Cocos nucifera species made with science. Have they made one yet? I'm waiting for my stream to die. It hasn't died yet. If I suddenly disappear, that means my stream has died. Anyway, I have not heard about a cold hardy coconut palm yet. I have Camadoria. Oh, cool. I don't have that one. We have Camadoria elegans inside, and we have Camadoria radicalis microspatic. Happy under. Okay, take care, Aaron. Thanks so much for coming in. You're awesome. And next time you're down on Salt Spring, let us know. Sorry I missed you guys last time you were here. I'll see if I have a eucalyptus seedling for you. If I do, I will bring you one, and then you can replace the one that the heat dome fried in your toasty location. Anyway, nice for popping in. Thanks for watching the videos. And like I say, just message me on Facebook. Drop me a PM and let me know when you guys are in, and I can pop down. I'm retired now, so I don't have to plan things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, take care, Aaron. Have a good one. I want radicalis and microspadex seeds. Yeah, I didn't grow mine from seed. I had mine imported from the Palm Society in 1997, and then I had my microspadex given to me from a friend that passed away. His wife gave me a bunch of his palms. It is possible we edit food all the time, GMO stuff. So maybe it is possible to modify palms. Cheers, Aaron. Have a good one, and hang loose, and happy mountain biking. Be careful out there. Do not wipe out on your mountain bike, and make sure you wear a helmet. I'm sure you do. Aaron's a good gal. For those who know Aaron, Aaron cruises down here in her boat with her hubby, and they come from up near Nanaimo way, really nice area, and they cruise down and they hang out for several days in Ganges Harbor with their awesome boat. So tropical. And once they made me breakfast. I came to their boat to visit, and they made me breakfast, which was really awesome. Has a Camadoria. Oh, really? Yeah, I think Jeff gets Camadoria seeds on his truck, his Camadoria microspadex. Jeff in Victoria has the nicest microspadex I've ever seen this far north. It's been in the ground since the 1990s. Oh, you went to Beach Boys in the late 70s? You know what? I think I might have. I got to see something. Hang on. I might have given it to my daughter. I got to show you something here. Aaron, don't go away. Did I give it to her? I might have given it to her. I hope I didn't give it to her. I might have given it to her. I actually have a Beach Boys concert shirt. I think she probably took it. Yeah, she took it. I think she did. Unfortunately. ZZ Top. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, here you go, Aaron. Check out this one. This one's for you, Aaron. Look at this. Okay, Beach Boys in the 70s. This is from 1988. This is the Beach Boys live at the January 16th, 1988, in concert, Aloha Stadium, Rock and Bowl, Honolulu at Pearl City. Hula Bowl. Pretty cool, eh? Check that out. Isn't that a pretty awesome shirt? So that's for the Beach Boys concert shirt from Hawaii. Pretty neat, eh? Hey, Wendy, you saw the Beach Boys, didn't you? When did you see them? Wendy saw the Beach Boys twice. When did you see them?
One when I was about, I think, 12 or 13.
Oh, she saw them when she was 12 or 13,
I was older.
and then when she's a bit older. So you and Wendy are near the same age. Wendy's born in 59, and I think if I remember, you're like a 61 model, right? You're born somewhere around there. So you guys are about the same age. I'm a 64 model, talking about 1964. So you saw them at Grandview Bowl. Hey, where's that? Where's Grandview Bowl? Sounds like a Chinese dish. Grandview Bowl. Try our Grandview Bowl. So, yeah, where is that? Is it on Vancouver Island? The Beach Boys are they're an awesome band. I love them. Oh, Nanaimo, cool. That's awesome. I saw, who I saw in Nanaimo once is Chilliwack, Bill Henderson, and then I saw them in the Coliseum too. Oh, the old racetrack. Yeah, I don't know if I remember that place. I only started going to Nanaimo around 1990 when my brother and sister-in-law moved to Dover Bay Road. A football thing. Could be a football thing. Well, this was a football thing too. The Hula Bowl is see the football? There's the football on it right there. And we got a coconut palm. Isn't that awesome? It's a pretty awesome shirt. I should wear that sometime. 1988. That is retro. Cool. So I'm glad my daughter didn't take that one. She took half my other ones. She took my Rolling Stones one. It's all right. You know what? I don't wear them. So better that Sammy has them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here pretty quick because I'm going to go I think I'm going to go do a live stream on Wendy's channel for a little bit. Keep her happy. So I think I'm going to go over to Gulf Island Rock. I'll go over to Wendy's YouTube channel and we'll do a little live streaming for her. I have to keep the birds away from. So you do get a lot of seeds, eh? Tropical PDX. That's pretty awesome. I tried growing a bunch of Chamaedorea radicalis from seed. Somebody sent me. None of them came up. None of Rose Shop Rob's Tequila seeds came up from Utah. Apparently, pretty much all of them were duds. He sent them to a lot of people, and I don't think anybody had luck with them except maybe one person. He says he got one to germinate overnight. That I find hard to believe, but that's what they said. That's what they claimed. I didn't get any of them to germinate, and I'm pretty good at germinating seeds. If the what was it on cross sable, you receive blue. That would be kind of cool. I do actually have blue sable minor in the greenhouse. All of them I grew. Oh, cool. That's awesome. So I have the shorter radicalis. I would like the taller radicalis. Mine is like the really dwarf radicalis. Those two didn't work. Yeah, they're all duds. And there was one guy that said he actually got them to germinate. And I found that hard to believe since anybody else I talked to that got them, they didn't germinate at all. And I know Rose Shop Bob, or Rob, whatever his name is, Rob, has some really nice tequila in his garden in Utah. The first ones died. They froze. And then he got some other ones. I think I might have. Oh, you have the tall? Oh, wow, you're lucky. Yeah, no, I have the short one. It's growing beside the tree fern, and it's been growing outside since 1997. Never protected, never damaged. Extremely cold hardy palm that does not look cold hardy whatsoever. It looks like it belongs in the tropics. Well, I threw mine out in the garden. I threw the Tequila Rose Shop bought Rob's stuff out in the garden, so they might have germinated out in the garden. Who knows? I did that with some Princeps seeds once, and guess what? They germinated in the garden, and I threw them beside a Jubea chilensis palm, and I got these Princeps growing beside the Jubea chilensis, which is kind of crazy because I can't dig them out now. So I was stupid doing that. He sent me a second batch. I haven't bothered. Oh, yeah. So hopefully they work. I planted some tequila, supposed tequila outside on our property today, and I'm having my doubts if they're real tequila, because most every tequila seed I've had sent to me doesn't seem to produce a tequila. These people claim it's a tequila. I buy tequila seeds, and they don't produce tequila. Yeah, maybe they'll germinate outside. And that's what somebody said to do with the Princeps seeds. So I had these Princeps seeds. David, you're in there again, chopped and drinking beer. And I know you don't drink Foster's Lager. I heard Foster's Lager is not that good. You know, Crocodile Dundee used to boast about it in that movie. And then you talk to an Aussie, say, nah, Foster's isn't that good. Anyway, so I hope they germinate outside for you, Tropical PDX. The only seeds I would kill for right now are all ones. Well, we'll get you some. So hopefully you're going to be the first person to comment on that video I upload when I hit 31K. Wow, you're lucky. That's awesome. I don't know anybody this far north that has tequila. I know people that have beautiful Princeps. I have a friend in Victoria that has the most gorgeous Princeps in his garden, and he grew them from seed. They're so nice. But yeah, I got to get seed collecting on the 15th. Around the 15th of December, I'm going to go out there and lop off a couple of stalks of the local palm seeds in front of the local, because they produce nice, stiff frond trachys with super thick trunks. They look like they're on steroids. They're just super beefy trunks and really stiff fronds, because they do get battered by the wind. There is salt. I'm guessing a bit of salt spray. No, I didn't. Did I? No way. Really? Did I really hit 31K? Nah, no, I didn't. He's just kidding. I have to look. I don't even know. I didn't. I don't think I did. He's just joking. Let's just see. I don't even know what I'm at right now. I have to look. I'd have to go into my analytics. So, man, you got me. I'd say, geez, I'd have to upload a video and somebody's going to have to comment on it. No, it's 30.9. 30.9, 30,009 something. We don't know the 9. Could be 999, could be 910. We don't know. Yeah, that was a good prank. 2 Princeps in the ground. They seem to be slower. Yeah, you should see Jeff's in Victoria. Oh, man. I do have videos of them. They are just the most gorgeous palm tree. He's also got some beautiful Trachycarpus nova. I'll send $10 in a super chat, just so you can get your seeds. Well, I'm sure you're determined to leave the first comment on there, you know, but you'd have to be, I mean, it could turn over to 31K in the middle of the night, right? But you've got an advantage. You're like 2 hours ahead of people around this way too, right? Although Space Banjo's 3 hours ahead, and there's a few people around that are maybe way ahead of me, like in England and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know how you'd know, but you're going to know. I'm sure you'll find out. When it hits 31K, I'll be looking for your comment on the video. And I don't even know what video. Maybe it'll be about 31K. I'll shoot a video about that. That'll be the video I upload in there. That'll be kind of funny. So I'll do that. It'll be a video for you guys who leaves the first comment and is going to get some free seedlings. Well, you want seed. So, but yeah, I just shipped a bunch of seedlings out. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. I shipped a bunch of Sable Brazoriensis out. I sell them on eBay, so I get people buy them on Facebook too. I get private messages, so I do ship Sable Brazoriensis out. I just ship some actually to Nanaimo, which is easy. Shipping them through Canada is easy. Sometimes I get worried shipping them to the States because of the customs, the border guys, you know, getting a little picky and going through things and wanting some palm seedlings for his own garden. So he maybe say, well, these shouldn't be going into the US, so I'm just going to take them and dispose of them. And he probably just takes them home. Oh, yeah. So I did ship some to Ontario, and they did make it. They did make it before the cold. So, because he just messaged me the other day, and he said he did get his palm seedlings, and they're okay. And then Michael in Poland got his palm seedlings about a month later. He just messaged me the other day too and sent me a picture of the Sable Cross Brazoriensis and Swampsonii. It's been cracking down on. Oh, I know. They have been really cracking down on them. It's quite annoying. So that's why I send them small package. Okay, I send them small package. I also put on it bare root palm seedlings, cleaned and washed, no soil. Indoor use. I always put indoor use on it, so hopefully it goes by. And I always send them small package. That's the key. I list exactly what is in the in the package, right? That's what you got to do. And usually, a lot of times, small package will slip right through, right? So, but the odd time you will get a customs officer that's kind of anal, and they want to check everything out. And because we watch, Wendy and I watch customs on YouTube, we watch patrol and all that stuff. And it's mostly the bigger packages. They're looking for bad things, right? Palms aren't that bad. Dimple plants. Well, I don't have any dimple plants. Not yet. So anyway, hopefully whoever gets them, if they get them in the U.S., they'll make them to. My palms will make it to the destination. They used to make it to all their destinations in the U.S., but like I say, things are getting more sticky. Yes, they are. They are Palm Nation. And it kind of sucks for us guys that like to ship palm seedlings and seed to my friends in the States. And they just ruin it for us. They just take the fun out of everything, right? So that's why when you get the palm package, it says indoor use on it. Because you know very well they're not indoor use. But they don't know that. They don't know palm trees grow in Kansas. They don't know palm trees grow in Tennessee. They're not as smart as you. You see what I mean? So they'll get that and they'll say, oh, they're just going to use them as house plants, tropical, not going to be outside, let it go through. You know what I mean? But if they're going to Florida, they kind of question it. So they said, I'm not allowed to ship Trachycarpus seeds or palm seedlings to Florida anymore. And you know what? I've shipped a lot of palm seeds and seedlings to Florida. Isn't that weird? I have shipped a lot of palm seeds and seedlings to California too, which seems kind of weird to me, but maybe they were Northern California. I don't remember, but I've shipped a lot of them to California. And I know I've shipped them to Southern California too, which seems more strange for somebody wanting to grow Trachycarpus in Southern California. I think that'd probably be the last palm I grew in California. I would grow one because I do like them, but I wouldn't have a lot of them growing. I'd be concentrating on other types of palms. But, you know, to have a whole yard full of Trachycarpus palms in California, that don't make sense. When you got such a good climate, you can grow Cypress and Rhodesia bifurcata and Arcanto phoenix and Rhopilostylosepida, and the list goes on and on and on. You can grow Bismarckia down there too. So why would you want to grow Trachycarpus palm? So my palms have made it to all 50 states. I am happy to say that my Salt Spring Island palms are in every 50 state, including Alaska. There are palms in Alaska. All provinces. I've shipped to Yukon. I don't know about Northwest Territories. I'm trying to think of I've shipped to Northwest Territories, but I've shipped to all provinces and and states, which is kind of cool. So a lot of the states are not going to grow outside. You're definitely not going to grow palms outside Minneapolis, and you're not going to grow them outside in Wisconsin unless you protect them. But Tim Donio, I think it's Donio. He grows palms outside in Milwaukee, but he does protect them. You'd have to box him in. And I just watched a recent video of a fellow palm guy, James, in Toronto. I think he's near Toronto, and he's got everything boxed in. I watched the latest video. Yeah, I do have Ursiana. And do I have Ursiana? I might in the greenhouse. I have Etonii and don't have Miami. Yeah, I have Etonii. Tonia, and I don't have Miamiensis. I don't have Sable Lisa. I have Birmingham. In the ground, I have small ones. Oh, they thrive and cool. I think he's in Florida right now. I think James is in Florida. So he actually sent you some from Canada. That's good. Oh, he's in Norval. Okay, I'm not exactly too sure. I'm not too sure where that is. I'm guessing it's near Toronto, or is it by the lake? Between Brampton and Georgetown. Okay, not too sure if is that near Toronto. And I know Sander lives he lives in a small town too, north suburb. Okay, so it might be near the lake somewhere. But I know he's got everything all boxed in and ready to go for winter because I think he's in the Sunshine State right now. Yeah, James in Florida. Yeah, I will not be going to Florida anytime soon. I will not be going to Hawaii. I will not be getting on a plane because of our evil dictator. He has messed it up for all of us fine Canadians that want to leave the country, and we are stuck here, which really sucks. So, and the funny thing is he can go wherever he wants, and I'm sure he doesn't have the special medicine. Sander is northwest of Toronto. Okay, cool. In Elora. I think Elora, Ontario. I think that's what it's called. I watched one of his videos, and Elora. I've watched many of his videos. Elora, something like that. Nice town he lives in. It looks really nice there. And Ontario is a very big province. It takes probably to drive through Ontario. So, and then there's Pineapple Dan. There's a guy down in Niagara too that grows stuff. I'm prepping for my escape. Well, you know what? I just watched a thing on Arizona, and they're not buying into it. Arizona, Texas, Montana is a good state to be in too, but it gets colder there. But Montana is a safe state. Florida too. Both James and Sand are in colder areas. As they're north. Oh, they're north. Okay, so they're in colder areas. Pineapple Dam is in Burlington. Okay, I thought he was in Niagara. And I know he grows palms and stuff outside. And I think he's got a big butia, but I'm not too sure what he does in the winter. Like, there's no way a butia will ever survive there. Tennessee's like Florida. That's good. See, if Tennessee's like Florida, that's a good thing. We want this place to be more like Tennessee, because I'm not buying into this garbage. I'm so sick of it. And I would like to be in Tennessee right now. So Pineapple Dan, I always thought was in Niagara. So I'm guessing Burlington is near Niagara. Pineapple Dan makes. Yeah, I don't know. Is he growing anything outside without protection? I'm not too sure. I'm guessing he probably protects them. Dan is north. So zone 6. Oh, he's in 6. So 6A. Oh, I thought he was in like 6B, 7 or something like that. Okay. Wow. So what does he do with his palm trees in the wintertime? Give me the dirt, folks. What does he do? He must protect his palms because he's got a very big butia growing in his garden. And there's some big butias here, but they don't receive protection. I'm going to try to make it to a garden in the next few days. And there's a big butia growing there. And hopefully there's some fruit on it. Niagara's on the lake. Oh, I thought Pineapple Dam was on the lake. I lived in Burlington for. Okay, I'm not too sure. I mean, I talked to Ontario on my two-way radios, and I talked to Niagara a lot, but I always thought he was in Niagara, and I thought he was like really close to the lake. Huh. But I know he's got a lot of palm trees, and I think he sells palms too, Pineapple Dan. He's got like a nursery or something, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There was also Mike in Coconut Mike in Montreal used to sell palms too. It's the northern end. Okay, so it's by the lake. Burlington. Okay, so it's man, oh yeah, you used to live there, didn't you? That's right. You used to live there. So yeah, I've never been there before in my life. I'm just going by what you guys tell me. So is he in a good microclimate? Pineapple Dan. He must be in a pretty good microclimate because his garden surely looks pretty tropical. Don't you think? He's got a lot of palm trees in his garden in Ontario. And then there's another guy named Scott. Scott grows palms in Ontario. And then there's Mark Ladiseur. He grows some palms there too in Ottawa. He's in Ottawa, which is really cold. I think Ottawa is zone 5, something like that. But we know plants can't read zones. Burlington makes the top best place to live in. Oh, is that right? Hey, Burlington. Interesting. Yeah, if you're in a really good microclimate, then stay there. And I'm here in a really good microclimate too. There are slightly better ones on Salt Spring, but I couldn't afford to live there. That's cold. Oh, Scotty's in Kingston. Okay, interesting. Man, you know where they all are. That's awesome. Yeah, if I wanted to live in the best microclimate here, I'd have to probably drop about maybe $3 million, and I don't have $3 million. So I'm stuck in the poor end of town. It's actually the good end of the island where I live. It's a very mild end of the island, but there are slightly milder growing areas than this. And I know that for a fact. Because in 2008, our big cordylines, they froze down, not right to the ground, but they freeze down pretty good. And in the good microclimates, they never froze down. And they're big. They're like 20 feet tall. So that's the difference between a good microclimate and a slightly colder microclimate. And if you got the greenbacks, you can afford to pay the taxes in the good microclimates because the land taxes there are probably about maybe $12,000 or $13,000 a year. And I don't have that kind of money. So I could never afford to live there, right? Kingston. So Scotty's in Kingston. And then James is over, you said near Toronto. You said Burlington? Burlington. Is James in Burlington or Hamilton? There's so many different places. Oh, North St. Catharines, Niagara Lake are the best spots unless you. Oh, to Windsor. Yeah, Peely. That's zone 7. Peely, Windsor is zone 7. right? But I wonder if there are any palms there that are not protected in winter. I've shipped a lot of palms to Windsor. I ship a lot of palm trees to Windsor area, and I wonder if there are any palm trees outside without winter protection in Windsor, because it's not so much the one night cold, it's the prolonged cold that's going to get them, because you can get prolonged cold there. You know what I mean? Whoa, GD Gardens from Georgia is in there. Good to see you in there. I'm guessing my youngest son Trevor is going to be going to Georgia pretty soon because he loves Georgia. They had a monkey puzzle down. Oh, I know. I remember the one. I think it finally died. I remember seeing lots of pictures of that monkey tree over the years in Niagara. There are some big ones growing in the south coast of Nova Scotia too. I've seen a picture of a pretty good size monkey puzzle tree in Nova Scotia. And so I'm guessing probably palm trees, Trachycarpus palms might work. They all need help. And they're probably sable minor and needle palm, maybe Trachycarpus. You know what? I'm guessing palm trees would probably grow on Sable Island off of Nova Scotia. Trachycarpus fortunei. That's what I'm thinking. That's my guess, because it's Zone 8A. And yeah, really the only place palm trees will grow without protection, certain species, is here along the Pacific coast. You should never, ever have to protect a Trachycarpus palm tree here along the coast. And that's what they told me when I moved to Salt Spring Island. They says, if we ever catch you protecting a Trachycarpus palm tree, we will kick you out of the Palm Society. They used to say it jokingly. If we find out you protect any of your palm trees, we're going to boot you out of the Palm Society. Dragon grows palms. Who's Dragon? Greg, Dragon. Is he another palm grower? I bought my dad a needle palm, but he managed to... No, he killed it. He probably didn't water it. That's why. Huh. That's a shame. I think Pineapple Dan grows needle palms in Niagara for sure. Now we have about 7 needle palms in our garden. They're all doing very well. Yeah, they sure love that heat. And at this time of the year, I don't think they're growing. They look very nice and green though. I gave them a lot of slow release palm food, grass food. They look great. Green Dragon lives in Waterloo. Oh, is that the guy that has that exotic garden? He's got YouTube videos of the super lush tropical looking garden. Pretty cold zone 5A. Yeah, is that the guy I'm thinking of? He's got YouTube videos and his garden looks like really tropical. He's got brugmansias and stuff all over the place. That's who I'm thinking of. 5A, that's cold, man. See, the coldest growing zone on our island is 8A on Salt Spring Island. So that's the guy. Yeah, okay, I've seen his videos. He's got a beautiful garden. So I guess, you got to put a lot of time and effort into it. There's a lot of work involved growing palm trees in colder climates. Yeah, really nice. Really cool garden, Tropical PDX. I've seen his videos, very impressive. And that's his hobby. That's awesome. People that want to push the limits, and even people like James, it's a lot of work. He's got a very impressive palm garden, and it does take a lot of work, a lot of dedication to grow palms in these colder growing zones in winter. I mean, you got to, I guess, prefab your shelters. You got to have everything prefabbed. You have to have a place to store your shelters, maybe under your house. Mike Page, Coconut Mike in Montreal, his whole yard was boxed in, but apparently his yard is no longer. His wife, or no, his sister contacted me. When was it? A couple weeks ago. And what did she want? She wanted something. She wanted a lead on something. It was a sister. I forget her name. I got her email. And I asked her if all the stuff has gone to all his palms. I applaud Green Dragon too much. It's a lot of work, man. It's like when gardening becomes too much work to me, it's not that much fun anymore. So I put an umbrella over the Parajubea cocoidi. I did put a patio umbrella over it because it's such an expensive palm. And the center of the tree fern, I got some burlap stuffed in the center of it. Everything's still sitting out there in pots. The most involved for me really is mulching the nursery pots with leaves, because I don't want them to ever freeze. I put Lexan on the cold frames, and they're good to go. Good evening, fellow Earthlings. Good evening, Food Forest Permaculture. Good to see you in there. And I do applaud Green Dragon too. Yes, good to see you in there, Food Forest Perma. That's almost like a tongue twister. Oh, I got a good book. So speaking of permaculture, this book right here is a really good book given to me by a guy that they did a permaculture course in my garden one time, and this one's called Permaculture Plants. Okay, so I met the author. The author actually came to my garden at the permaculture course probably about 20 years ago, and this is the book he gave me. I think he might have signed it too. Did he sign it? He did. He signed it. He said, "Thanks, Joe. You're an inspiration. Best wishes, Jeff." So he wrote this book, and he was from Australia, and really nice guys. Sustainable Agriculture. There's a letter he sent me from Australia. Sustainable Agriculture Research Institute in Western Australia, and I keep it in this book. So he gave me that book many years ago, which is cool. Permaculture is a good thing. So that's the book. So all the plants in here you can grow and you can eat. There's a lot of edible plants. And you notice the one in the front got a little bit of cactus, because you can eat cactus too. So he's right into the exotic garden, and it's definitely grown a lot more since Jeff Nugent visited the garden. So there you go, folks. So we're coming to an end. Maybe I'll go to about 2 hours. Jeff Nugent. I think it was Jeff Nugent. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it was Jeff Nugent. Jeff Nugent. Jeff Nugent. There's his name right there on the book. And that's the book. That's what it's called. It's called Permaculture Plants, Agaves and Cactus. Oh, this is just agaves and cactus. Permaculture Plants right there. And it does say Permaculture Plants. And it's a really good book. So look it up. Probably get it on Amazon. And a very intelligent guy. I learned a lot from him. And yes, he did like our cactus patch when he was visiting from Australia, because he had no idea we could grow cactus like we do here. Yeah, Jeff Nugent, Food Forest Permaculture. He's an Australian dude. So check that out. And like I say, that was years ago. That was about 20 years ago. He was here with a whole group of people, and they actually held a course in our garden. And they went through all the plants you could actually eat on our property and the plants we grow. And I just don't have it in me to cut a cactus pad off and eat it. I grow the cactus for ornamental beauty only, and same with the banana leaves. I really don't like to remove banana leaves, and I do get people asking me for banana leaves to wrap their food in, but our bananas did so poorly this year, there's not a whole lot of banana leaves to cut off. I did have somebody this year ask me to cut banana leaves off. I says, you know what? They were sparse because it was so dry. They got so stressed. And if I cut any banana leaves off, they'd look like big, ugly pseudo stems sticking out of the ground with nothing on them. So, yeah, I don't know what Jeff is doing. I haven't seen the guy in 20 years. Hopefully he's doing okay. Maybe he's got a Facebook site or something. I should actually check that out. So, but anyway, good to see you in there, Food Forest Permaculture. And everybody else that's in there too. It's always been good. Always good to chat with you guys. We always learn from each other. And like I say, I wasn't planning on doing a 2-hour live stream. I was planning on doing a 10-minute live stream. And then people started to come in here. When people start to come in here, I start to yap more. And when I yap more people seem to come in. So that's a good thing. So, and I applaud all of you guys for growing palms and exotic plants, no matter where you are. Like I say, it takes a lot more. It's a lot more of a challenge to get a palm tree to grow through a really cold winter climate than it is here, depending on the species of palm. And I also did protect, I'm going to say protection. I also did protect the Cypress Butia palm too. I put a plastic bag over it. I'm eating autumn olives. Oh, really? From your food forest. Autumn olives. Autumn olives. And what are autumn olives? So you're not talking Olea europeana. You're not talking a regular European olive tree, are you? Are you talking something else? Aleagnus angustifolia? Are those edible? What is an autumn olive? Autumn olive. Is that an Aleagnus tree, or is it something else? Southern Ontario, Zone 6B. Cool. And actually even 7A if you're down into Windsor and Point Pelee, right? How about Pelee Island? Pelee Island is 7A. You know where it's 8A over on the Atlantic coast is 7B, 8A would be Sable Island off the coast of Nova Scotia. I think Trachycarpus would grow there. It's always been my dream to put some Trachycarpus palms on Sable Island. But since I can't fly anywhere in Canada, that ain't going to ever happen. I can't even fly within my own country now. That's how bad our leader is, man. Can't even fly within our country. That sucks. I was hoping to spread some seed in other parts of Canada, but we can't do that. They look like, taste like them. Where'd you get them from? That's crazy. Latin name, I can't remember. They look like apricots. Are they not autumn olives? Are they not loquat? It's not loquat, no. We have a loquat tree in our garden, a pretty big one. It's in bloom right now too, so hopefully it doesn't get cold and we'll actually get some fruit on it. Autumn olive. I'll have to Google that. I've never heard of it before. Interesting. Huh. Anyway, looks like we're just about at 2 hours here, and I think I should go get something to eat. I did have a little piece of quiche, but I should get something else. So, guys, it's been a slice. You guys are always a slice. And stay tuned for some cool videos of some big palm trees in the Vancouver area. I'm going to try to get into a super cool palm garden if the guy's home and I can get into his backyard where the big date palm grows. There's a huge Phoenix canariensis growing near Vancouver. He might have it protected. He might not. We'll see what he does with it. Hopefully, I can get a video of what he does with it at this time of the year. Because whenever I'm there, it's out in the open. It's massive. It's a huge date palm in the ground. He planted it over 20 years ago. I eat passion fruit from my passion. Wow. Cool. We grow passion, but we grow the cerulean, clone of the olive. Where are you again, food forest permaculture? Are you like in Australia? Is that where you are? I keep thinking you're in Australia. I forget where your location is. You're somewhere warm if you're eating passion fruit. Do you call that Grenadelia? Passion fruit, isn't it passion Grenadelia? Does it grow on a passion vine? Very good fruit. I like guava too. I'll tell you what we grow here. We grow apples, plums. Actually, hey, Wendy, your apple trees got them. I'm not. Oh, you're in Mount Maxwell. Oh, really? That's right. Right. I'm not far from you. Oh, you can see Mount Maxwell. Okay, Cordova Bay. Okay, cool. You're in Victoria area. That's awesome. So you're growing that there. So you must know Bob Duncan then, right? Right. Bob Duncan grows everything. And he grows lots of citrus. I'm using this back scratcher made out of bamboo. It's awesome. So Mount Maxwell. Yeah, I can't even see Mount Maxwell from here. I'm on the very north end of the island. So, but that's cool. Cordova Bay is beautiful. Yeah, clone would be awesome. I eat passion fruit. That is so cool. Passion fruit in BC. Like where I'm going on the mainland, this guy's got a passion vine that's loaded. Bob is a good friend. Bob grows a lot of cool stuff. Lots of good fruit trees, nice Meyer lemon outside. And of course, he's got YouTube videos and a very knowledgeable man. I met him once many years ago back in the 1990s when he came into Foxglove Nursery on Salt Spring Island where I used to work. And that's when I had a chat with Bob, the one and only time I met Bob Duncan. So it might have been 25 years ago, 24 years ago, something like that. But yeah, very cool. I've never actually been to his place. I think he's in Sydney or Saanich, somewhere down there. And I know he's very good at growing citrus. He's grown loquat and all sorts of exotic plants. Take care. Okay, take care, Tropical PDX. I'm going to roll too. I got to get out of here. And I might head over to Wendy's YouTube channel and do a short Gulf Island Rock live stream. If nobody's on there, it's no big deal. I'll do maybe a 10-minute one just to make her happy because she likes me when I do live streams on hers too. I don't want to hog all the live streams here. I am a stone's throw from Bob. Okay, Wayne Road. I know where Wayne Road is. Okay. You're down by Russell Nursery. Russell Nursery was down there too on Wayne Road. Matter of fact, I bumped into the owner one time, Wendy and I, when we were down on beach on Maui from Russell Nursery. Nice nursery. Okay, you guys, you take care. Cheers and aloha. Have a good night. I know it's getting later where you guys are. Current time here is 7:06 Pacific time, and the current temperature is a palmy and balmy 10.7 degrees Celsius here on the very northern tip of Salt Spring Island. I live in Cordova. 9 food forest. That's awesome, man. Good for you, food forest permaculture. You're the man. That's great to do that. And more people should be growing food, especially in this crazy time, right? More people. So peace out, Earthlings. See you, food forest permaculture. Palm Nation, Tropical PDX, Greg Slatsky, GD Gardens. Who else is in there? I'm going back through here. I miss anybody? David Button. See you later. He's drinking beer. And I'll see you next live stream. Okay. And Aaron, I think you left a long time ago. My friend Aaron from up in Nanaimo area. See you later, guys. Cheers. See you next live stream. I'm going to head over to Gulf Island Rock and see if I can get a short live stream in there. Have fun. Till next time, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos here. And stay tuned for my channel to click over to 31,000K because you could win some palm seedlings if you're the first to leave a comment. Cheers. See you later, Greg. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the night. I know you guys are probably a few hours ahead of us. And enjoy the night. You guys are like 10 o'clock there, right? It's 7:07 here. So still early. But I got to get up early tomorrow. Very early, unfortunately. I've been sleeping in a little bit in retirement, and I'm really enjoying it. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye now.